Hello, everybody. It's Stephen and Paul from WinExtra bringing you your daily brief for May 26, 2011. And we, excuse me, we got a full tap of stories, but first I just want to show it off. My brand new blue snowball mic.
Well, you do realize if the audio sucks on today's recording, you will never
hear the end of it. I know.
Because all that's left now at this point is user error.
I don't make errors.
Yeah, right. How much did that set you back?
Ours was $129 Canadian, not counting taxes and shipping.
How much did it cost in real money?
Hey, listen. The Canadian dollar is worth more than the American, so I'd shut up if I were you, okay?
I wouldn't call the American dollar real money either. I was thinking euros.
I'm losing, actually a lot of money on, conversions. It's really pissing me off. Gone are the days like 50 cents in the dollar. Anyway, yeah, so I got my new mic. Nice mic. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway. Actually, it wasn't supposed to arrive until tomorrow. But UPS surprised me this morning with it, so I was nice.
Yeah, so we're doing a test run, a recording where you haven't tested it or nothing.
That's right.
Mightn't even do it.
Yeah, that's the way to do it, man.
And we wonder why we can't get shows recorded.
Hey, we're doing good the last couple of days. At least we're not on Skype today. Anyway, we'll talk about that a little later. There was an interesting little survey that got posted by PC Mag, where they had a bunch of their users answer a survey, and it appears that the Samsung Focus is most likely to be recommended by its users over the iPhone.
The survey is fundamentally flawed. First off, there's not enough Samsung Windows Phone 7 users in there to have outweighed everybody. And secondly, part of the scoring for this survey involves coverage in home area and call quality in home area, which are entirely carrier and geography dependent and have absolutely nothing to do with the physical phone.
So I take it you're not placing much, value in that survey.
How can you place value in a survey that is supposed to be about which phone is better, when the characteristics for comparing the phone are stuff that has got nothing to do with the phone? Carrier, home area reception. Really? Seriously? I mean, I get a different reception in my house if I'm at the front of the house or the back of the house.
Yeah, same here. And I've got a small apartment.
Somebody living down the street could have a very different experience with the exact same phone as me, and that's taken into account here on this survey, which is supposed to be about which phone is better. Which phone is better is not determined by what carrier it's on, especially when most of these phones are multi-carrier and which geographic location you happen to accidentally be living in.
Oh, well. It was a survey. We all know what surveys are. They're usually loaded.
We all know what happened. You saw a survey about mobile phones that had a Windows Phone 7 come out on top. You instantly got your fanboy Woody, your fanboy erection, and decided that you had to post it above and beyond all else without paying any critical attention to it whatsoever. Your fanboy erection removed all the blood from your head, and you started thinking with the wrong part of your body.
Are you
Move on to a real story.
Okay, how about the Windows Phone Marketplace is heading to the web with the release of Mango?
Yes, we knew this. Didn't we?
No, we didn't know that. This is new news.
It's new
Actually,
news, yes.
yeah.
Mango will get a web store just like everything else. If, of course, you ever get Mango on your phone.
Well, that's true. That's still a wait-and-see attitude. WinRumors has Nokia is promising a bunch of Windows Phone Mango devices, new ones every few months.
See, that's how you get Mango. You buy a new bloody phone.
Yeah, I have a sneaking feeling it's going to be a large push of it. Yeah, I'm not too happy about that idea.
So what's the first one? The first one is what? And
well, they're still going with the fact that they're going to have at least one Nokia handset running Windows Phone 7 or Windows Phone by the end of 2011.
they want to start letting us know some details about it by now, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Considering it's May 26th. But, you know, at the, what was the conference we watched the other day? The Mango release, the Mango update. They did. Microsoft did say that they had Nokia phones
running in the lab,
and they said it in plural.
Yeah.
But that could just mean, you know, hundreds of the one model running and being tested in the lab. So yeah.
The rumor is that the future Nokia phones will be based on a dual-core ST Ericsson chips. But that's about it. And also they're going to be 4G. We knew that.
Yeah, and Forbes turned around and they said that Nokia is going to be using these chips on their Windows Phone 8 devices. Now, we know that Mango is Windows Phone 7.1.
Yeah, or something, yeah.
So 8 could be a long way away.
2020, anybody? This is an interesting one. You put this one in today. Native x86 Android runtime will enable Android apps on Windows.
Yeah, I honestly thought we had talked about this at some point before, or at least alluded to it, but apparently not. I've been told by you in no uncertain terms that we haven't. So, startup called BlueStacks has developed a native x86 runtime, which basically means that you install this stuff inside your Windows, or, you know, it comes shipped with Windows, and Android apps will run natively. Now, this is not emulation. You know, for those of you who've used Google Chrome, Google's developer kit or anything like that, things could be a bit slow, a bit laggy, a bit buggy. This is not emulation. So this will be apps running the way apps are supposed to run inside Windows. So you'd have your launcher, shortcuts would work, copy and paste would work, basically anything and everything. You'd even be able to like download stuff from the Amazon store and install it directly on your Windows machine, which would be kind of epic if you think about it. Actually,
I'm going to probably end up taking a look at this a little bit further and trying it out. So I'll report back on that when it happens.
Well, it kind of also opens up an interesting door for. I mean, a lot of people out there do dual boot, okay, because they want the best of two environments. But this would bring you the best of an Android environment running inside
Windows.
Natively. So, for example, when you're take your tablet device, for example, okay, or your laptop if it's touch enabled. If you put it into a certain orientation, you could have an entire Android touch experience, which is better than the Windows 7 touch experience. And have that running as your thing, even though it's just running on top of Windows. Yeah. So you can kind of get the best of all worlds.
Interesting idea.
It could be kind of cool.
Another analyst was out yesterday saying that Microsoft should replace Balmer. Now, we've talked about this and almost ad nauseum. And yeah, okay, here's the point. If we replace Balmer, or, you know, if Balmer goes bye-bye, who's there to replace him with?
Yeah, that is the problem Microsoft has. You know, Greenlight Capital Inc.'s president David Einhorn, he actually put out a call for Microsoft's board to replace Balmer, and we have said
many times.
What show number is this?
This is 140. 144, 145.
And there was 30 like audio only episodes or something like that. So we have probably said at least 170 times this guy needs to go, right?
Yeah.
But it raises that question as to who then replaces BAMR, because that is the problem that Microsoft has, and that is the problem that the board of Microsoft has. We can get rid of BAMR, but who do we put in its place? There's nobody there. There's nobody that has made, you can pull names out, but there is nobody that has made the waves or the moves necessary to step up to CEO level, except perhaps Sanofsky. But even that, I don't quite see happening.
No, I don't either. Part of this next story also relates to this too, because it's one of the reasons, but apparently Mary Jo Foley had a story up, can an open source backer thrive inside Microsoft? This one says no, and she's talking with Hamilton Hammett Verisimo, who is
he was the founder of the open source Castle project, and then he, of course, he's program manager on Microsoft's extensibility framework. He left Microsoft after 3 years, and we've talked many times about people leaving Microsoft and all the anecdotal evidence there is about basically how Microsoft is just a shit working environment inside, because they can't get anything done because of bureaucracy and the way like personal reward systems are laid out and that sort of stuff. We're not going to go into too much detail about it here because we've said it all 100 times over. But we strongly recommend that those of you who are Microsoft fans, Microsoft employees, etc., drop along to the Mary Jo Foley story, read the post, and then hit us up with your comments on it at 251-281-8730, voice or text mail there, or send us an email to podcast@winextra.com. But before you go on, just one or two. There's just one paragraph really that I'd really like to take out of this for everybody to hear. When he was asked why, right, he was leaving. First, it never felt they were making good use of my skills and potential. Instead, I had to develop skills to traverse a sea of politics. It's a very inefficient company with very little or nothing being done to make it better. Microsoft has small windows of actual product development, which means, new code being written, followed by long periods of stabilization. It's a waterfall at its best. For PMs as product managers, like me, some manager pushes idiot time consuming exercises, that's idiot time consuming exercises, like scenario validation. So 2 months to produce collateral that is bound to be useless in 6 months, since everything is likely to change. It's a toxic environment. And he goes on and on and on and on about stuff we've said a lot of times, but this is straight from the horse's mouth, so to speak.
There's two parts that caught my attention too. He says the internal Microsoft culture is about competition, which is unfortunate. Microsoft never ceases to release products and projects with similar open source counterparts. The second part was when Mary Jo Foley asked him what could have made you decide to change or to stay. He says a big change of chairs at the top would be encouraging, starting with CEO Ballmer, but not excluding Vice President of Human Resources Lisa Brummel.
And that's an interesting one too. It's one that we don't talk about very much because we always focus on BAMR. But almost every time somebody leaves and says why they're leaving and they talk about the people at the top, she is mentioned a lot as a reason people, if she was gone, I'd stay. Maybe Microsoft needs to take that on, whoever's at the top of Microsoft needs to take that on board too. You can't have this many talented people leaving and all giving the same excuse without taking action upon it. We're recording on ooVoo today, as we said at the top of the show. And Skype is down, so it's a good thing we've moved to ooVoo, regardless of issues that we may have with it. Skype is down. It's been down for... Originally, it looked like it was down just for Windows users, and of course, all the fucking idiots out there immediately started blaming Microsoft. I'm like, what?
Shut up.
But, the next web had a look around, and other people have had a look around. This is affecting Mac clients, as well as Linux clients, and the whole lot. Now, Skype did issue a fix, one that you could do yourself, which, just let me bring it up here, which actually involves going in on whichever OS you're on, and deleting a local file called shared.xml. So for example, on XP, you'd find that in the Skype app data folder, which is a hidden folder, by the way, so you'll have to do a search for it and turn on your view hidden files and folders. On the Mac, you'll find it under Library Application Support Skype, and on Linux, you'll find it in your home folder under your username /Skype. And basically, the fix is delete this shared .xml file, which is obviously for some reason or another becoming corrupted, and then it will recreate itself, and everything will carry on as normal. Except, a lot of people, it's not working for them.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to wait. Maybe Skype will push an update. Maybe this is just one of those things that will sort itself out. Lots of rumors abounding about as to why this would happen. People, as I said, blaming Microsoft. Yeah, because your computer got an update. You saw a fresh version of Skype update in the last couple of days. Really? On your computer? You didn't. And other people then saying that because Skype were moving their back-end infrastructure to Microsoft. Let's be serious here. Skype ain't moving nothing anytime soon. Not after a deal closes down quick. The move and the deal and the planning would be phenomenal and too big. And Skype will basically be out there, and they'll keep running and growing their own infrastructure. They just find ways for them to talk to each other.
Yeah.
I can't say interoperate.
So on that note, folks, if you have any comments or thoughts on what we've talked about today, drop them by the comment section on anywhere where you find this show, or drop us a line at podcast@winextra.com, or drop us a voicemail or a text message to 251-281-8730. And on that note, have a good day. That's Paul. I'm Steve. This has been WinExtra's Daily Brief for May 26, 2011. Take care, everybody.
Have a good one, folks.